If you're a manager, do not wait until people resign to find out why they are leaving. Here's one coaching question that you should be asking in your one-on-ones that will give you a good sense of where things stand with your people. I'm Alex. I'm a leadership coach. I help people like you be a better leader. So make sure you are liking and following for more simplified leadership tips. Now, before I share this one question, I think the caveat has to be said that having high trust between the two of you will give you better results in this question. If you don't trust your manager, you're probably not going to be very open and honest. And if you're not being a trustworthy manager, people aren't going to open to you. So you got to make sure that there's a trusting relationship already. With that being said, I think this is an interesting question because it gives you an idea of what motivates people and what would maybe motivate someone to leave. Okay, so here's the question. What would convince you to leave this job for another? What would it take for you to walk out those doors, basically, is what you want to know. And that type of insight, a lot of times it's going to be more pay, maybe it's more flexibility, but knowing what motivates this particular person is going to allow you to be able to build a relationship that focuses on those things. Obviously, compensation is important to everyone. That's why we work for the most part, right? Is to have money. But to know okay, if compensation is the number one thing, I need to make sure that if I have the ability to, that I am focusing sort of my incentives around compensation. If it's flexibility that right now is the number one important thing that would make someone walk out the door, how can we make the work right now more flexible? So again, this one based on trust, but most coaching relationships should be based on trust. And as a manager, I would hope that you are trying to lead with trust. But this question can give you some really good insights. What would convince you to leave for another job, to go elsewhere? Have you tried something like this? I'd love to know if you've tried this question or if you've ever been asked this question and what the results were.